Hello students, I hope you all are fine at your home. Last time we were studying about uh, urbanization and we already covered two topics of it, introduction and impact. Today I am going to explain about the ways to reduce the negative impact of urbanization, because last time we have already discussed about the negative impact and positive impact. For the positive impact it is good, obviously that's why there is no need to reduce, but the negative impact we have to try reduce the negative impact of urbanization. So what are the ways by which we can reduce the negative impact of urbanization? Now let's see. First one, it is the building suitable and environment friendly cities. Yes, what is happening? Actually, nowadays the urbanization is spreading day by day, but the buildings are not eco-friendly because only cities are building, continuously building. But what is the problem? The peoples are living like a we can say that like an animal. They are very congested, the lanes are very shrink, so that's why they are not properly well maintained or well properly managed. So that's why building should be sustainable and environmental friendly cities. Then next one, it is the provisions of essential services. Yes, it is the main problem because in cities the essential services are also not providing properly. The number of the essential services places are very less, just like education institutions, health services, sanitation, technology, electricity, water, different services. So the quality and the quantity of these different services is very less. Due to it, what happen? It is very costly. If it is very costly, so it is difficult to reach the poor people or even the common middle family also. So that's why the government should take initiatives towards it. They have to increase the number of it, as well as they also subsidize. It means they have to reduce the cost, means some portion subsidy. It means the some portion of amount is borrowed by the government. It is called subsidies. Okay, so they have to take initiatives, so that's why the cost of living is less, so that's why people can live easily in cities. Next one, it is creation of more jobs. It is must, because the job is important for living life, because they earn money by the job and after the job they can live properly. But due to the lack of job, it is called that we can say that the peoples are not earning money. Okay, unemployment, we can say that the unemployment. So because of this unemployment, the crime is increasing and the so many problems are increasing. So that's why if proper amount of job, the proper number of jobs are available, so everything will be fine. So that's why peoples and government has taken initiatives to increase more jobs by using the resources, available resources by the nature without exploiting it. So that's why it will helpful for the reducing the negative impact of urbanization. And the last one, it is the population control. Yes, already we have discussed the population is also good as well as bad, but when it is more than enough, because there is also one a good shloka, अति सर्वत्र वर्जित, means अधिकता सभी दूर क्या होती है, वर्जित होती है. So that's why if population is more than the resources, just like resources are available that much, and if population is that much, what will happen? If I am giving example, this is the resources and these are the population, so what will happen? There is a rush to get the resources and peoples are attacking on it. They are grabbing, they are storing, and that's why the problems will create more dangerous. So that's why it also creates the problem. So that's why if the place where the resources are less, so they have to think about the population control. Okay, if the population is within the limit, then there is no problem. So I hope you clear these all simple 4 points. These all are very simple. Again, I am telling you, these are the simple things you can understand by your own. Okay. Now, next one, it is the steps to be taken at the local level to keep our urban areas. Now it is the biggest problem in our urbanization. It is a sanitation problem. It means the cleanliness problem. So how can we reduce it? You know very well about it. So now see, so what are the steps taken by the local level? First of all, there's a question in our mind how to keep our city clean. Yes, if the question is come in our mind how to keep our city clean, it's very simple. If you keep your surroundings clean, then automatically city will become clean. Just like each and every house is clean, near to each and every house is clean, so then definitely city become clean. So if the question is that in your mind how to keep clean our city, so keep our surrounding clean. Okay, because in small work we can do a big work. Okay, next one, people and local government is responsible to clean. Yes, not only government, you know the local government is the municipality. Okay, municipal corporation. Okay, so these are the responsible, but peoples are also responsible, not only the municipal. Because if you clean your surroundings, so then definitely the city will become clean. Now, so what are the steps we should take in the context of this urban cleanliness? Now, very simple. First of all, reduce the plastic. Yes, you have to use the plastic limited. It means the plastic bags, plastic utensils, the whatever the plastic materials, you have to reduce the plastic use. On the place of it, you have to use the cloth, the glass, the material which can be reused. Okay, so you have to reduce the plastic use. Next one, it is the next one, it is the restaurant. Yes, restaurants create a compost pit. Compost pit, there is some kind of pit in which they can put some food, the food which is residue after the restaurant at night. Then after putting it, after some period of time, it converts into manure. Manure, it means it is in Hindi called khad. We can utilize as a manure for the plantation. So but what will happen, the restaurant directly drain their food into the drainages, and it is not used. Even the drainages are getting chopped because of the oil is there. Even sometimes at your home also it is the problem, na? Same like that in the restaurant. So if they will form a compost pit, they will convert food into manure, and this manure can be utilized for the planting and growth of the tree. Next one, it is the use fabric bags. On the place of the plastic bags, you have to poly bags, you have to use fabric bags. Fabric bags, it means by the fiber, it means either by jute, either by cotton. Okay, which can reuse, okay, or recycle. You have to use like that bags. Next one, it is that use different bins to disposing garbage properly. Yes, nowadays also Swachh Bharat mission is initiated by the government, and that's why people can understand. Because in India most of the peoples are not aware about the gila kachra and sukha kachra. Even nowadays the peoples are confused about what is gila kachra, what is sukha kachra. So which can be recycled again, it is called sukha kachra, and the gila kachra which we can convert into the manure or compost. It means most of the plastic and other things which can we can recycle, it is called sukha. Okay, so we have to differentiate it for different bins for the different things, disposing a garbage properly. Okay, next one, it is encourage plant more trees. Yes, why? Because for the filtering air, because we know that plants are the lungs. Plants are the lungs for what? How the lungs? For converting CO2 into O2. Okay. So that's why the people encourage to plant more trees. If the more trees are there, the air become fresh. If air become fresh, obviously area or surrounding will become clean. We are not getting too much diseases. Next one is avoid spitting pan masala. Yes, most of the people are habitual for the spitting pan masala, CBD, cigarette like that, and they are spitting at the road, buildings, on the buildings or with the building walls. So what they are doing? They are making our surroundings dirty or unclean. So they have to avoid. We have to make some certain rules. Yes, there are also some certain rules, but we have to impose it properly. The last point and which is important point, it is called 3Rs. Always remember, whatever you learn or not learn, understand not understand, but always remember about these 3Rs. 3Rs means 3R means R reduce, R reuse, R recycle. So reuse, reduce and recycle, these are the three golden words for the cleanliness. It means reuse. Most of the time you have to use the material again and again. Okay, if you are using again and again, so it becomes waste. Means it converts into the waste. Very few waste will create. Next one, it is a reduce. What you have to reduce? You have to reduce the amount of the things which you are using daily. Okay, and the recycle. Recycle, it means the material which you are throwing directly into any place. On the place of it, you have to keep on the different place, just like the sukha kachra, gila kachra. So it can recycle. If it is recyclable, then it will recycle and again come in the form of same matter after the processing. So what will happen? It manage to waste more appropriately and keep our surroundings clean. So always remember the reuse, reduce and recycle. The next, we have already taken initiatives, but the government should also take initiatives. We understand how we can manage the our surroundings clean. Now, government, necessary steps to be taken by the government. First, dustbin must be kept at a proper distance and clean daily or emptied daily. Okay, either we can say clean or the emptied daily. Yes, they have to keep the dustbin on a proper distance. Yes, nowadays also implementing after the Swachh Bharat mission, but not properly distance, or sometimes it is not finding, but it should be. Next one, it is a daily clean of public places. Daily clean of public places. The public places, it means the where the public is living. Okay, just like the roads, the government buildings, the railway stations, bus stations, restaurant places, means wherever where people can move freely, the public place. It is not a private. Okay, so public places should be cleaned daily. If it clean daily, definitely the cleanliness become more effective and it will cure the fighting against diseases. It helps in the sanitation. Next one is the proper place for the garbage disposal. Yes, it is the biggest problem for the city. You have seen near to the city there a big garbage place. Why? Because earlier this all the gila kachra and sukha kachra, or we can say that the disposable or undisposable material is kept on the same place. So that's why it will becomes a mountain of garbage, mountain of waste garbage, and it will smell near to the area which is near to it. So that's why the proper place for the garbage disposal, or we have to fix the place for the garbage disposal. Next one, it is the public toilet. Nowadays it is also implementing public toilets for the urinate, for the getting fresh. It must be built and cleaned regularly, because sometimes it built but it clean does not clean regularly. So it should be built properly and as well as clean regularly. Last, spitting and throwing waste. Yes, we are the in India, the peoples are very good in that. They are throwing their waste directly from their window, their house, very easily. Even sitting at sofa, they directly throw the waste. Maybe the people are walking on the roads, they don't care about it. Spitting, sometimes they don't care about it. So that's why it should be treated as offense. Offense, it means jurm. Okay, and fine or charged. Okay, fine must be charged, or they have to do some fine. There's a punishment should be imposed on it, so the peoples are aware about it. They are not doing like that. So I hope this is very simple topic, simple chapter, and you understand what are the things. So we have covered in these ways to reduce the negative impact of urbanization. In this, we have covered these 4 points. Then after that, steps taken by the local and local government and the people. So we have already discussed what are the steps should be taken by the people and what are the steps should be taken by the government. So I hope this is very simple thing you understand. If you not understand, you can write comment. I will try to answer it. I hope you are enjoying your studies. Keep your uh, study well, continuously doing study, either not too much but continuously. Okay, consistently. and obey your parents, obey your elders, listen them. Okay, this is your part, because you have to do. Thank you so much. Next time we will meet with next lecture. Thank you.